I know that you were going to be getting the net, right? And now with your mind, oh, you know what also good about this?
皆さん、今日も本当にご苦労様です。今日は第12回月例11日原発反対集会ノーヌークアクション参加ご苦労様。Thank you very much for joining again for the 12th 11th of every month anti-nuclear plant no nukes action. Without your standing, without your voices, we cannot change the direction of the pro-nuke nuclear plant policy. So thank you so much for standing and voicing out. Especially, I want to thank again that today is attendant Nick Sabit from Fukushima response Bay Area, and Dan Marin and Maureen Hartman from Circle of Concern, Steve Zertra, Tori, Labor Video Project, and Cecil Pereira, also of Business Channel, How I Run Fukushima Step by Step. And today we also have Yuko Tonohira-san, who just came from New York, who interviewed and translated for two American sailors who conducted Tomodachi Sakusen in the time of the nuclear disaster. Now there are 200 people who are suing TEPCO for their exposure of the radiation. So then this rally go to about 6:40. Council Iwata is coming down to the sidewalk, and today Shizuko Makubari wrote petition and demanding letter to Prime Minister Abe Shinzo. She's gonna read it and then handed it to consulate. Then after that, because this is not great visibility for the public people, we are going march on the Market Street up to PG&E headquarters. PG&E is still operating the Diablo Canyon plant, which is the last nuclear plant in California after San Onofre has been decided to be shut down. So we really need to demand Diablo Canyon also be shut down. So that is about today's rally. And then I'm always speaking first for the kind of review of the last June 11th and through today. So many things happened and happening. First of all, I want to really you remember that most suffering, those are children in Fukushima. Let's see, there were 3 children who are diagnosed thyroid cancer in March. Now 9 more kids, totally is 12 kids are diagnosed by thyroid cancer. This is an abnormal high, but the Japanese government and then Moscow and then they are not really admitting this is related to the Fukushima disaster. Those Japanese political grounds as soon as possible. The appealing was rejected at the first, but then appealed for the higher court. Hope the next court granted their demand. And then let's see, it happened for 1 month. Problems. You know that seawater contamination, that underground water. TEPCO discovered that higher cesium and then another radioactive materials. Now, of course, we are here that those groundwater are going out to the ocean. But we have suspected this from the beginning. Now TEPCO is rushingly to building the concrete barrier to shut those contaminated water to go to the ocean. But is it too late doing right now like this? You know, even the Koide-san mentioned that 2 years ago that this will happen, so that they have to dig the ground and then make the barrier at first. After 2 more years, then they are doing right now. This is totally showing that TEPCO is not capable to contain this accident. And let's see, the government also recently has approved the safety guideline, so that the electric company in Japan are rushing to apply for the restart many nuclear plants. And can you imagine that even TEPCO applied which Kashiwazaki-Kariwa nuclear plant to restart. Kashiwazaki-Kariwa is in Niigata prefecture, and then they sit on top of the earthquake fault. This plant was not damaged by 2 years Tohoku earthquake, but it was damaged in 2007 quake, and fire broke out, and then was damaged and exposed small amount of radiation materials. The TEPCO even didn't finish Fukushima's accident. Problem is still amounting a large. How they can apply for the restart to another plant, and which is very dangerous plant. So I really don't have word for that. But we really cannot give up, because we know that's not right. We really have to fight for it. Otherwise, do you know the Shinzo Abe Prime Minister? His stance is totally pro-nuke nuclear plant. He is really aggressively pushing this policy. Even he wanted to export Japanese nuclear plant to Asia, Latin America, East Europe, many places, with France and the US. This is, for me, is really a merchant of death. It's just, I voted today at the Japan consulate today. It's the first time in America I voted for election in Japan. Because before March 11th, I didn't care for much politics. I was kind of dropped out in Japan that I kind of against the heart for the authority, but I know that just one person really cannot change the world, I thought. And then I was dropped out and I went underground. Then now I'm in America, and March 11th happened. I changed my mind. I really cannot ignore the politics anymore, because one person's voice, our vote is our right. That's why I voted. But things are outcome of this election widely known that liberal democratic take over. But still we cannot give up. We really have to keep on stand and then fight. Let's see. Anyway, we have some speaker today. The first have Yuko-san. Yuko-san just came from New York, who translated and interviewed two Navy sailors, Tomodachi Sakusen, who are exposed to the radiation. So anyway, here's Yuko-san.
Hi everyone. My name is Yuko. I just arrived from New York this morning, and it's I'm very delighted to be here. I really want to congratulate you, all of you here, for continuing this action every month. It's not easy at all. That's something that I've tried to do where I am too, but it's really not easy. And since Shizu-san mentioned about interviewing former U.S. sailors in New York back in March, I want to tell you a little bit about them. They are part of over 100 people who are suing, putting lawsuit against TEPCO for not giving the U.S. Navy the right information about radioactive levels soon after the meltdown at Fukushima. And there were thousands of sailors on the Pacific Ocean for over 6 months. And the aircraft carrier was at some point as close as 3 miles away from the coast of Fukushima. And those people are raising their voice about their health damages that are appearing on their bodies. And what was really striking about meeting those two people who are in the Navy was that they are also receiving threats and insults from their communities and the Navy for getting interviewed and getting their voices out there about the effect of radiation. And in a way, they are also whistleblowers about the real effect of radiation that my government, Japanese government, just never seems to realize all these 2 years and more. And their voices are really important, and I was hesitant to speak to them because I come from a position of someone who's against the military, and they are also, of course, they joined military to serve the country and be there. They are proud of being part of the Navy, and they don't want to blame the Navy for what's happening to their bodies. But what we ended up speaking about is that it doesn't matter where your position is, and what the problem is clear, and then what's in front of you is because of the negligence and cover-ups by the corporation and the Japanese government. There are a lot of people suffering across the borders, and it's for sure. And their appeal is really a mirror to what I heard from mothers from Fukushima who decided to move away from the radioactive contamination. What they're saying is it doesn't matter what's wrong or what's right to do, but they're asking what would you do if you see a child bleeding from their nose in front of you. And that's something that I really want to keep in mind about fighting the nuclear, as well as fighting the myth of safety of radiation. And over here in the West Coast, I think the contamination from Japan is very real, has much more reality in everyday life, I think. And I'd like to keep the solidarity grow stronger with all of you here, and want to continue working together. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all for coming today. It's a little windy here, but at least there's no rain, snow, so we're good in that regard. My name is Steve Zeltzer, and I'm also with the Labor Video Project and the No Nuke Action Committee. And we're here today, as we are every 11th of the month, to not only commemorate the incident at the nuclear plant in Fukushima, but also to demand that there be the evacuation of the children and the families of Fukushima. Now, just today in the New York Times, there's an article that, in fact, that the plant in Fukushima is continuing to release radioactive water. This is 2 years, more than 2 years after this disaster. And when you think about where's that water going, well, that water is going all over the world. It goes into the ocean, and then it comes to California, it comes all over the world. So the world is continuing to be contaminated by Fukushima. And yet, the government of Japan, the government of the United States say that you can decontaminate Fukushima. Well, we have to ask, if you can't even stop the nuclear water from leaving that plant and contaminating the world, how are you decontaminating Fukushima? That's a real question. We believe that there is no such thing as decontamination of a nuclear disaster like Fukushima. Chernobyl is still contaminating people in Russia and around the world. So this is an illusion that the government is putting forward to try to put forward more nuclear plants. The Abe government wants to restart the nuclear plants. Let's be clear now also, it's not just TEPCO. TEPCO right now is owned by the Japanese government. It's not TEPCO, it's the Japanese government, and the Japanese government is really following the interests of the nuclear industry. And the United States government was instrumental. In fact, Secretary Clinton, when she was Secretary of State, was going to go to Japan and tell Japan that they had to continue using their nuclear plants. Now, we had a success last month when San Onofre nuclear plant was closed down after many, many years of struggle. Yeah, leaking pipes, very dangerous situation. But we were successful here in California in closing San Onofre. But we have one more nuclear plant to go, Diablo Canyon, which is also on a nuclear on an earthquake fault. The fact of the matter is, these nuclear plants have been built on earthquake faults. The Ring of Fire, which surrounds Japan, is an earthquake zone, as is Taiwan and many other countries there. And nuclear plants are very dangerous. I remember visiting the Onagawa plant, and I think I've told this story before. They gave me a pamphlet on how to protect yourself if there's an earthquake. The safety things that they had done at the Onagawa plant. And one of them was that they have handlebars on the control panel so you can hold on when there's an earthquake. So you won't fall down when there's an earthquake. Well, think about that. I mean, this is a safety measure so that you won't fall down when there's an earthquake.
So what's wrong with it?
What's wrong with it? If you have to hold on to a control panel when there's an earthquake, a lot is wrong.
What's wrong with it? What?
What is wrong with it is that the earthquake will change the plant's production. The earthquake will change the equipment and will allow for leaks in radioactive material. That's what's wrong with it. Nothing shuts down, it continues. One thing about nuclear power that people have yet to understand, once you have nuclear fission and you have a nuclear reaction, it continues. You can't just shut it down. In fact, the plants that have been shut down still have nuclear material in them. There are hundreds of thousands of used nuclear rods in the United States and many nuclear plants. And these used nuclear rods are dangerous. If there's an earthquake, if there's a fire, if they're not cooled, they will explode and they will catch fire. And also, no one wants these nuclear rods. There's no storage place to put nuclear rods. And in California, there's a law that says you have to have a storage place for nuclear rods, or for waste. They don't have it, and that's why there have been no more plants that have been built in California. So in any event, we are organizing to stop more opening of nuclear plants in Japan. We're calling for the closure of the Diablo Canyon. We're calling for the evacuation of the children and families in Japan who continue to be contaminated. And we say that there is no safe nuclear power, there is no decontamination, and you cannot overcome radiation. There's no way we can overcome radiation. Radiation affects us, and there's no guarantee that you can be protected, including the military who are on nuclear aircraft carriers and nuclear submarines. They get contaminated as well. So thanks for joining us, and we'll have our next speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It's really good of you to turn out every month on the 11th here in front of the Japanese consulate. My name is Cecile Pineda. I'm the author of the book Devil's Tango, How I Learned the Fukushima Step by Step. This August, in commemoration of Hiroshima and Nagasaki Day, I'm going to be touring Mid-California speaking about Fukushima, about the catastrophic planetary disaster that this accident represents, that is contaminating the entire planet as we speak. I will be speaking at Lawrence Livermore Laboratory on the 6th of August at 7 a.m. and I plan to join Daniel Ellsberg and others of us. We will be doing civil disobedience there. On the 8th, I will be presenting in Monterey, California, and on the 9th in San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo, as you know, is the site of the Diablo Canyon nuclear plant, and now that we have successfully managed to close down the San Onofre facility, we are turning our attention to Diablo Canyon. And then on the 10th, I will be speaking in Fresno. On the 16th, I will be speaking in San Jose, California, and possibly I will be as well appearing either on the 15th or the 17th in Santa Cruz. So I just want to underscore that there is a lot to be done. We need to continue this struggle. We need to understand that it is not just a California struggle. It is not just a United States struggle. It is not just a United States and Japanese struggle. Thank you. Thank you. It is not just a local or regional or national struggle. This is a global struggle, and we need to pay attention. We need to turn out in the hundreds of thousands. We need to take this very seriously. So I want to thank you again, all of you, for being here, including the bodyguards. It's very nice of you there to keep us company, and we always enjoy your familiar face. Thank you very much.
I don't have anything too original to say except just about this ongoing demonstration here. This ongoing demonstration here is an example that's not unique. You can see what's happening in Turkey, where there have been big demonstrations to protect trees in a park, and it led to tremendous upheaval. And the press, the security forces, the judiciary are all aligned against the truth and against standing up for the earth. But the one thing that they can't control is our minds and our determination. So it may not seem like much, but the conversation has to be sustained and has to begin somewhere. So if we're here, other people see us as they go by. They might not even stop, but somewhere the seed gets planted. And it's an example that you can take these things seriously and fight for what's precious. So, stop the nuke plants now! Evacuate the children! 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 Hi, my name's Nick Thabit from Fukushima Response in the Bay Area. All I want to say is we are here today, we'll be here tomorrow, and from then on into the future, because we simply can't leave now that we know what we know. When everyone else comes to know what we know, they'll be here too. But it's important for us to tell people because we're kind of ahead of the game. The newspapers aren't going to report any of this for another maybe 5 years. By that time, things will change a lot. And we need to get the word out to as many people as possible. Get the truth out. There's a media blackout, unfortunately, on the health effects of radiation. There's a lot of lies. So I want to thank you all for being here, and thank you in advance for being here tomorrow and forever after. Thank you.
Thank you. 岩田良二です。今回も本当にいつもありがとうございます。ではどうぞこちらにいらしてください。マクラウチ静子と申します。今日は首相
日本国総理大臣安倍首相殿、福島原発事故から2年4ヶ月、私たちがサンフランシスコの領事館前で首相宛ての嘆願書を領事に毎月手渡し続けて、今月で12回目、1年経ちました。しかしながら私たちの嘆願は何一つとして聞き入れられていません。カリフォルニアから見える日本は放射能に覆われた日本列島と原発事故でいまだに苦しんでいる福島の人々の姿です。福島原発からはいまだ高濃度の放射能を放出しており、福島を、日本を、世界を覆い続けています。このような過酷な状況にもかかわらず、今首相は原子力規制委員会の曖昧な規制基準の下で48基の再稼働のスピードアップを進めています。信じられません。原子力規制委員会も国民に安全神話を振りまく一つの手段に過ぎないのではないですか。断層があろうがなかろうが、いくら安全技術を向上させようが、原発は危険です。原発に安全という文字はありません。ですから再稼働はやめてください。大井原発は止めてください。さらに首相は再稼働のスピードアップと並行して経済復興の下で原発輸出もスピードアップしています。福島ではいまだ30万人以上の人が苦しみ、16万人が避難している状況です。そんな福島の人々の苦しみを踏み台にして、首相自ら原発を海外に売り込みに行くのは人事に関わる問題です。命を踏み台にした経済復興は断じて受け入れることができません。原発は輸出しないでください。今、首相がしなければならないことは、日本の原発の安全性や技術向上を世界に売り込みに行くことではなくて、原発を欲している国々に原発の恐ろしさと危険性を訴えに行くことではないのですか。それが福島原発を起こした、また被爆国日本の責任です。再稼働も原発輸出も世界の恥です。どうか放射能に覆われた地球にしないでください。2013年7月11日、カリフォルニアベイアリア住民およびノーヌークアクションコミッティ、どうかよろしくお願いいたします。
それでますが、また一言お願いいたします。
書類、皆様のご意見、それからお気持ち、確かにお預かりしましたので、確実に東京の方に報告するようにいたします。I shall report to Tokyo about this information and provided. Thank you very much. それからあとはこちらにいらっしゃる方、ちょうど今参議院の選挙というのをやっておりまして、登録されている方々は皆さんの意見をですね、その票に反映することができます。で、当館でも22回で、ただいま投票所を設けて、皆さんの清きご意見が反映できるような形を取らせていただいています。土曜日の午後5時までやっておりますので、ぜひこのようなご意見、もちろんこれはこれで東京に届けるとしまして、いろいろ国会議員の先生方もご意見をお持ちだと思いますので、ぜひ皆さんの意見を一致するような方、あるいは皆さんのお考えと反映できるような方、そういう方々を探して、ぜひ票を入れてください。それでは確かに
たった今投票したばかりです。どうぞよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
Okay, we're now going to march to PG&E and demand the shutdown of the Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant. And we will take our action there and our voices to end nuclear power in California and the closure of the PG&E Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant. So we're getting ready to march. Also, I wanted to announce Labor Fest is going to be having a showing of Mothers of Fukushima, which is a film that's been done by Cosme Tori about the interviews with mothers of Fukushima who were contaminated and trying to defend their children to escape the radiation. And it's also available on YouTube, but we're going to be showing it. What date? If you go to laborfest.net, you can see where the film will be showing Mothers of Fukushima. We ask you all to go there and see the film, which is important. Okay, so we're going to pack up our things and we're going to march over to the PG&E and call for the shutdown of the Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant run by PG&E. And that power plant has been in an earthquake zone and it has problems as well. So, okay, are we ready to? Okay, let's start walking towards the PG&E. Shut down the plants. No nukes now. Shut down the plants.
All the nukes shut down.
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 No more Fukushima.
No more Fukushima.
No more Fukushima.
No more Fukushima.
Never forget Fukushima. Never forget Fukushima.
Never forget Fukushima.
Never forget Hiroshima.
Never forget Hiroshima.
Never forget Hiroshima.
Never forget Hiroshima.
Never forget Nagasaki.
Never
Diablo Canyon also, there was the earthquake fault very nearby. And then omitting the radioactive material little by little. And then the community around there is opposing so many years. The Diablo Canyon is the place before they built. So many people worked hard for the against, and they had so many, I think, arrests for the nuclear, anti-nuclear activities. Recorded a high number of the arrestees that made. Unless, despite those actions, Diablo Canyon was built and is still operating. After San Onofre will be shut, is going to be entirely shut down. It is shut down right now, but there are so many work to remove those spent fuels. This is always a problem. As long as operating the nuclear plants, there were coming next to the spent fuels. And we really don't know what to do of those plant spent fuels. Here the Steve Zerker.
So PG&E, this is the headquarters of Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Pacific Gas and Electric Company executives have tried to bribe the officials in California. They have a record of health and safety violations. They also have a record of retaliating against health and safety whistleblowers at nuclear plants. And even at gas lines, like in San Bruno, where we had an explosion and people were killed. This company really is a criminal enterprise, in my view. They don't operate for the public interest, and the Public Utilities Commission, which met this morning, represents them, not the people of California. In California, we have the possibility of having more solar energy. We don't need Diablo Canyon nuclear power plant. We can operate with the sunshine and solar cells. So it is possible in California to have solar energy and without nuclear power plants, yet we continue to operate Diablo Canyon. Why is that? Well, the nuclear industry want to continue to have nuclear power. They refuse to spend more money for solar energy. In California, there is no law that requires that new construction have solar panels, when there should be. You should have solar panels on all new construction in California. This sounds like an ABC common sense proposition. But the nuclear industry, Pacific Gas and Electric, do not want to have alternative energies. The reason that PG&E executives don't want to have alternative energies like solar power is because they make a profit selling more electricity. They want people to use more and more electricity. Instead of saying, let's be more efficient, we don't need to use more and more electricity, we can use less electricity, we can have a good life in California and in other parts of the world. So I believe we need to have public power. We need to have public responsibility and public transparency. We don't have that with PG&E. They spent $67 million a couple of years ago for a ballot initiative to prevent public power, to prevent local and state agencies from having public power. So their interest is keeping a revenue flow for the executives, for the billionaires who own PG&E, and not really supporting the people of California and supporting the people of this country. So we're saying to PG&E, shut down Diablo Canyon. 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 looks like they're afraid we're going to charge in there and take over with their guards. So we're going to continue this education campaign to shut down Diablo Canyon, to make California at least the 2 nuclear plants shut down, but also there's the Lawrence Livermore Laboratory where there are nuclear weapons. One of the reasons they don't want to shut down all the nuclear power plants in Japan is they get plutonium from these nuclear power plants, and they want to use that for more nuclear weapons. And what we're saying is, we don't want any more nuclear weapons. You have thousands and thousands of nuclear weapons. You don't need any more. In fact, you have too many. One of the things that's happened in Fukushima is that radioactive material, cesium, plutonium, there's many radioactive materials that continue to contaminate the people of Japan and the people of the world. What happened in Fukushima is that this was a dirty bomb. You know, the American media like to talk about terrorism, about the terrorist putting off a nuclear bomb or having a nuclear explosion. Well, the fact of the matter is there was a dirty bomb. And it wasn't done by foreign terrorists. It was done by TEPCO. It was done by the nuclear industry. They created a nuclear dirty bomb in Fukushima, and they want to have more nuclear dirty bombs because they want to restart the plants, nuclear plants in Japan. Even though it's insane because they know they can't even contain the Fukushima nuclear plant. So what we are saying is there is no more safe nuclear power plants. All nuclear power plants must be shut down around the world. There is no decontamination of Fukushima. The recent report in the New York Times that these plants are continuing to leak radioactive water tells us that the government, TEPCO, had been lying to the people. They haven't been able to contain Fukushima. If 2 years into this they still can't contain Fukushima nuclear power plant, how can they open up more nuclear power plants? How can they tell us that they can protect us from a nuclear power plant disaster? The fact of the matter is, the reality is there is no protection from nuclear power plants. They contaminate, they cause cancer, and they are a threat to humanity. They're a threat not only to the children and the people of Fukushima and Japan, they are a threat to the people of the world. We say, shut down Diablo Canyon now! 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 Down Diablo Canyon now! Would anyone else like to speak? Okay, Nick? What's the name of this one? PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric.
Hello, Pacific Gas and Electric. Who do you think you are to play games with our lives? Who do you think you are to gamble with our lives? You know your Diablo Canyon plant is dangerous. How dare you play games with our lives? How dare you?
Can I speak, Steve?
Yes.
It's against Christian principles that so many people die needlessly on this planet.
Thank you. Shut down Diablo Canyon now! 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 Now Diablo Canyon now! They know they can hear us because, in fact, our struggle against San Onofre was successful. And even though the media, the corporate media, PG&E and Southern California Edison tried to censor us, tried to prevent people from knowing, we kept up telling the truth. We kept up the voice
them our voices. Small as they are, we kept our voices and we kept going, and we were successful. So that shows that people can be successful. They can organize. They can fight back. And we have to learn the lessons of our successful struggle to close down Sound and Outbreak.
We are having the Tanabata Katari today. I just like to explain to people who doesn't know this Tanabata Katari, which is we will write the wishes and put this paper attached to the national stand. This is only happens once in a year. It's around July 7th when you write wishes. That night, the brilliant star night, our wish come true. And I see those paper, no nukes, save Fukushima children, relocate Fukushima kids, never forget Fukushima. And those hope our wishes come true, not far future. Sooner is better. California shutdown of Sound Opera really encourage us Japanese, because in Japan it's never happening. Even the direction is opposite. That four electric company have submitted application for 10 reactors to restart. And then this likely after research, I think it happened in the early next year. 1, 2, and 3, and maybe 10 of reactors will start. So we Japanese in Japan and here California, the American people, of course, really should not forget Fukushima man-made disaster, because children are most suffering. They don't have any responsibility of this man-made disaster. Adults made all this disaster. Now time to really save children. So let's continue to work hard. Let's not give up. And then the October, No-Nukes Action is planning to have educational conference, which hopefully Professor Masaki Shimoji from Osaka come and talk. As you know, Mr. Masaki Shimoji was arrested for his activity voicing against the burning debris in Osaka because it is dangerous. Then he was really arrested at the trespassing of the station or whatever is very junk reason, no reason. And he was there about 90 days or something in jail, and then finally released. And then it is probation. He was not, I think. So anyway, that person hope come here and talk about Japanese oppression. The activists like us are facing danger, being arrested with no reason. So hope many people come and listen. And then the decontamination of Fukushima, which is under the nuclear the safety campaign in Japan, that I don't think it's really decontamination is happening. I mean, it is really useful because they just move the radiation material here to there, that's all. The radiation material is never disappeared for many, many, many years. So, and the same day, that is October, there is Fukushima is here activity which make the people's letters on the ocean beach in San Francisco. Need 1,000 people, 1,000 people to make that. So hope you attend that and then come afternoon to attend the conference. And of course, the next month is the Hiroshima Nagasima bombing month that we never can forget. We never can forgive whoever did it to Japan. The America did it. They didn't think Japanese people are not human beings. That I think. If people think, if they think those people are human beings, they never could have done this. It's totally humiliating, and then this is totally inhuman. So we condemn any atomic bomb. And so I want to really shout hard. No more nukes!
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 Shut down all the 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 nukes!
Never forget Fukushima!
Never forget Fukushima!
Learn from Fukushima!
Learn from Fukushima!
Learn from Fukushima!
Learn from Fukushima!
Never forget Fukushima!
Never forget Fukushima!
Shut down all the nukes!
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 Shut down Diablo Canyon!
Shut down Diablo Canyon!
Shut down Diablo Canyon!
Shut down Diablo Canyon!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all the nukes!
Shut down all the nukes! Okay, thank you, brothers and sisters. Solidarity, and we'll see you in the coming weeks and months. We will keep up the fight, and we will get our voices heard. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you!
Thank you. Solidarity. Good. Very good. You're getting good.